game allows that. What I want to do this stream is me and PrincessBunBun, who also streams on Twitch,
Hi.
usually Minecraft. Go ahead.
Hello.
I thought it'd be cool to play the game since it's very dialogue heavy and have her watch and me voice the male characters, her voice the female characters. I think really of the 3 hours I played yesterday, I think there was only one female character I came across.
Oh.
So far. No, actually there's two that I came across, maybe three, but I think they were voice acted, so it's tricky. I also was trying to do the straight and narrow when I played yesterday, make the character a good guy, because I started the game with the idea that, okay, I'm going to be crazy, I'm going to be funny, I want to play like the wild crazy shit, you know, but he was so crazy and wild, this character in this game, that I was like, it might be a good foil to instead be apologetic and normal, try to rationalize his behavior. And so I was going with that. But I do want to go crazy and stuff. And I figure the solo playthroughs, I'll try to be straight and narrow. And on this co-voice acting and commentary with PrincessBunBun, I will go and choose the funniest dialogue options available. Because I want to see that too. And this game is chock full of replayability.
Mm-hmm.
I might build the characters roughly the same though, because I liked the build I'm going for, but you know the build will change throughout the game. I like to create my own character. I don't like any of their builds. I think last time I went higher on the intellect and psych and a little low on the physical stuff.
I think it's psyche.
Psyche?
Mm-hmm.
You're probably right. I'm gonna call it psych again though, because that's how I roll. I'm thinking this time I'll go more even-handed. Maybe I'll go average and everything. We'll see how that is. So I do change that. I really like perception. I gave the skills a good kind of look through. And they're pretty interesting, you know? Logic is what it sounds like. Logic in real life. You know, what's logical, what's not, what makes sense. Encyclopedia gives you information about the game. It gives you a lot of information that, like lore, or helps you understand the things around you. Rhetoric is, it says it's the art of persuasion, but from what I gather, it's not very persuasive. It's mostly bickering. Drama makes you into a liar, kinda, but it also allows you to detect lies.
Oh, that's cool.
No, I haven't actually done YouTube commentaries.
This is kind of like our first foray into that right now, so you might be seeing history happen.
I think it's interesting. Conceptualization. Yeah, there's so many cool ones. I think I like this tree a lot, and I like this tree down here a lot. My least favorite is still this one.
Which one is that?
Physique. I like, it's mostly just like endurance and being able to handle pain and all
Physical
that
stuff.
Now, electrochemistry looks pretty awesome for this character.
Yeah.
You know, he basically becomes addicted to like every drug and everything. Like if you have skill points in electrochemistry, you'll be talking to a character in the game who's smoking a cigarette, and your character will be like paying more attention to the cigarette than the character. Like he's just like, I need a drag of that, you know?
That's intense.
So that's kind of cool. Perception is extremely useful. It basically turns basically all of your senses into dialogue, so you can get very detailed descriptions of everything you smell and see and hear and everything. Reaction speed and hand-eye coordination are good for skill checks. I really like Inland Empire. This is the one that is inspired by, I think his name is David Lynch, who did like Twin Peaks and stuff. And it says hunches and gut feelings, dreams and waking life. This is what makes you talk to inanimate objects. This is the skill that makes you able to have a conversation with your necktie. So this is kind of the skill of I'm going crazy.
That makes it so much more interesting, though.
Oh yeah, volition. That is kind of like a very strong foundation. Like keep yourself sane, you know. Empathy helps you understand others. This one is this one basically wants you to punch everybody in the face. Authority. It's like if they don't respect your profession because you're a cop, and everybody in the game who's like, you're just a cop. This one's like, kill him, you know, fuck that person. Whereas this one's very interesting. It describes here as it connects you to your police station. It lets you understand cop culture. But what it also does in the game is it's very good about letting you see things that you shouldn't be able to see. Like you're in this cafeteria, but you know what's happening at your police department every now and then. It'll feed you some information about things happening in the world. Like when your partner leaves you in this game to go do something else, you will oftentimes get a little glimpse at what he's doing because of this. And that's kind of interesting.
It's almost like him calling you up and saying, hey, this is what I'm doing, just without the calling you up and physically talking to you part.
Yeah. And, I mean, I'm not going through every skill. I went through the core ones that I know of. Some of them I just don't know much about yet. I've only played about 4 hours of the game. But this time I'm going pretty average, pretty even-handed with all this, you know? I got 3s and everything. I think I'm still going to go perception for my... I think perception... I think probably perception and reaction speed are probably some of the most important, if not logic. But I'm going to go with perception again, just like I did in my last playthrough. All right. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown. It does have that depressing opening.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
This is basically your base or instinct, your core of your existence, the most primordial part of your brain, thinking to itself as you're passed out. Ever. This is a good voice actor. I like it.
Oh, yeah.
Never, ever, ever? Or simply keep on non-existing, you know? Never,
ever, baby.
Now that is a twisted, demonic, or, well, I guess reptilian, Austin Powers right there. Simply keep on non-existing.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
So we know he's been married at least once. This is plural, so maybe he's been married multiple times before. So let's see. This is great.
Yes, it is.
Give me some more.
You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing.
How about you cough up more? So that's sweet oblivion.
Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
This is the only game I've seen so far, or the only entity I've ever seen so far that makes nothing, absolutely nothing, sound and look interesting.
Well, you see, nothing, while it lacks all the positives, it also lacks the negatives. So, like, a character like this guy who's got all this inner turmoil, I mean, you don't know that at this point in the game. So maybe I'm getting ahead of myself and spoiling it a little bit, but he's depressive and he's crazy, and so he experiences, as is suggested here, pain and burning and stuff. He experiences a lot of negatives in his life, so nothing can be kind of a relief.
I mean, they did mention 2 ex-wives at least. So you can kind of figure from that, like, his life isn't going too great.
Alright, nothing down to fuck all bar.
Return trip to the silence, please. Or let's visit Zero Home. Look, there's I am tired of being this type of animal, and who gives a shit?
Not you. Your days of giving a shit and being that type of animal are over.
These responses.
Wait, no, I need to belittle myself instead, or sing me the song of death. Let's go to belittle.
Do you really?
Don't be naive, of course not. I want to sail the inky blackness until forever
The
ends.
song of death is sweet and endless.
That mean that reptilian Austin Powers is gone for good? Let's see. Help, someone, cut off my head. It's trying to murder the rest of me.
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Open your eyes. That discordance.
This game is so unsettling, even already.
Face down, ass up, underwear. Yeah, he's a partier.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a hangover. Alright, so we got pants. We're definitely putting those on. That's very badly needed. Because some things in life can't be unseen. Gonna go with a jacket. So now I hear something with my perception. See, that's a cool thing about this. It just popped up. That's what that yellow circle was. It was like notifying you that you hear something. You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. Fish them out. It says whirling in rags on an aluminum key ring. There's a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door. I've actually read that some people didn't notice the little circle. They didn't click it. And so they're stuck in this room. They're playing the game and they're like, how do I get out the first room? Because they never grabbed their keys. I think that's very interesting.
Yeah.
So then there's my tie on my quest to get fully clothed. This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. Okay. So here I have the option of grabbing the tie using my skill, which gives me an even % chance of success or failure. It says even, but there's really a 42% chance of success, I think. So I am more likely to fail. Or I could pull on a fan, or I could pull on a light bulb. Now, if we pull on a fan, the fan's going to turn off. So now we have a high chance of being able to pull our tie down. So that's kind of cool how you can change your odds a lot based on your actions. I like that. Because just like real life, it's going to be difficult for me to pull my fan off the pull the tie off the moving fan, but it's going to be a lot easier to get it off when the fan is stopped. Now, how he still has a 17% chance to fail getting this down is kind of odd. But then again, he is hungover and ridiculously stupid. So and I failed to get my tie. That's crazy. You reach out to grab a tie, but what's this? Diffuse radiating chest pain. Doom comes over you. Grab your chest. I actually lost health from that.
Wow.
This is bad. It feels like sharp stones grinding in your chest and keeping you from moving. Okay, so that's what stopped me. I probably reached up to get the tie, and I failed to achieve that because I had chest pain that stole my attention away.
Mm-hmm.
I like that the ceiling fan is telling me this, though. For quite a long time. Still ongoing. Now is a good time to start worrying. I would have healed my health. Finally, the pressure recedes. Ah, I see. Because that was their artistic way of displaying that, you know, you're hurt and then you're not. You find yourself covered in cold sweat and trying not to move, hoping it will keep you from dying. Crazy.
Wow.
So, the switch must be broken because nothing happens. The air in the room is starting to feel like vaporized urine. Oh, that's good.
Ew.
So, yeah, I'm not getting that tie then. That is kind of interesting. I can turn on a light bulb. I know what's going to happen now, but...
Oh.
Because you hung over. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burn a hole in your brain. Bring it on. Your eyes burn with photosensitivity. It's not good. Alright, so I guess this playthrough, we're not going to have a tie. That's very interesting, because last playthrough I got it no problem. We're going to get the bottle.
Wonder how much that changed.
Yep. Commodore Red. It's all empty.
Future.
I don't know. The tie would often talk to me in my other playthrough. So that's going to be a lot of dialogue suddenly missing.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, I'm all for it. I'm not going to save scum or anything. Words fail to describe how rank it smells in here. They should have sent a poet. You see bottles in the bathtub. Wine, beer, and sweet liqueurs. White satin shirt. Do I remember getting that last time? Maybe. I don't remember. Mirror time. A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped off half the faucet off. Who that someone can be, I don't know. Hot water sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man.
Maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah, well, that's what we're getting to. Yep. Who wants to see this face? He's got that, like, 70s porn stash thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
But see, they have it down here. The portrait is blurred because you don't know what you look like yet.
I think that's a really good little detail.
Yep. Suddenly you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there underneath the soft vapor. Really nothing? White mirror. No way, I'm not doing it. Really nothing? Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions.
Wow.
Let's wipe the mirror. As you slowly reach your hand toward the surface of the mirror, boom! Inland Empire comes to tell me, abort, you clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it. I don't care. I hurt myself. It's what I do. Wipe the mirror. Behold. Look at that beauty. And down here.
I mean, honestly, the big picture looks a lot better than the tiny picture in the corner.
Yeah. You know, you ever saw that meme or whatever, or a gif that of the guy, he looks like a lumberjack and he's nodding and smiling like he's like, hey, like he approves of something.
I don't think I've seen that.
No, you may have seen it. I may just not be describing it well, but it looks like this guy.
That,
Yeah, here he looks like he's welcoming, but he might kill you while you sleep. Here it looks like he's thinking of you naked and is about to touch himself in public or something. You have no idea who this thing is, do you? Yeah. Of course I do. It's, is it some kind of superstar? I think I'm a superstar. It appears you're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
Why?
I think it might be because I'm a superstar. Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. Nah, this is what superstars do. Keep making the face. You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You've worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? Superstardom?
I like that one.
This one's for the ladies. This one's
Oh,
vaguely
Lord.
sympathetic. An expression of pain. Superstardom. You should check yourself for a pulse, superstar. From here, it looks like a cadaverous spasm. I don't need to. I almost died trying to get that tie, but I heard my heartbeat.
Yeah.
And I gained experience.
Oh,
Boom.
wow.
Getting clever appears to make the expression even worse. Now it's mixed with smugness. All right, so we got two different options here. We can use our encyclopedia skill or our electrochemistry skill. And as you can tell, I suck at both of them. Dig deep in your mind and locate the source of expression or attempt to stop the expression. You can't stop this
Or
expression.
there's the third one.
Let the mirror be for now.
But that one's not fun with a skill.
See, some of these you can retry. Even if it's not right away, you can retry it at some point. It says this is a white check. You may retry it.
That's cool.
Sometimes they lock it and you can only retry it later on, but it's still retryable. So I think those are always worth attempting.
Yeah.
If it says it's a red check, I think, and you can't retry it, then I think it's best if you think you can come back to it to avoid it until you have higher skill in whatever it requires. So we're going to try this one because it's 17% chance success, but you never know. Failure. Like the rest of you, comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now. So yeah, see how it says you need more points in Encyclopedia in order to try it again? So let's try this one. It's even ranked impossible. It's too late. Like an image on film, the expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
Wow.
All right, so now we gotta leave the mirror be.
So you got a permanent creepy grin on your face.
I wonder if there was a way. Maybe if I threw all my points in Encyclopedia or Electrochemistry,
Right.
maybe I could have... is this one locked for good? I couldn't remember. If I had thrown in one of those, all my points, maybe I could have got that grin off and looked normal in the beginning of the game.
I also kind of imagine that before you wiped the mirror and your photo in the bottom left was like blurry, I imagine that you could have probably gone through that whole game without ever wiping the mirror.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would have to gain a level to be able to try that again. So maybe, I mean, you do revisit areas, so. Looks like someone tore out the tape while a song was playing. This reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty.
So from the pants and the mention of disco and the fact that there's a tape they're talking about, it looks like this might take place in the 70s.
That's what I thought. When I played it last time, I was like, oh, this is definitely 70s. But then they say 50s. But also, this isn't Earth.
Yeah.
So their 50s is our 70s, maybe. All right, we got one shoe, so now we get the hobble with one shoe on. Let's look at this broken mirror. The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. So I can look out or I can assess the damage. And the lights are on, so that gives me +1. So now I'm going to assess the damage.
Ooh.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. So I threw something out. Did I break it in my own hands? Look at them. A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent. What did this then? More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. Assess the size of the impact. It's too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger in your fist. The single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force. Congratulations, you smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other one on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room. I don't need it. I don't need anyone. The window agrees. Its cracked smile is cold and sparkly.
The window agrees.
All right, so...
That's what kind of game this is.
Yes, it is. Before we leave the room, let's look at what we picked up. And see, everything you have adjusts your stats. So we have a point added to conceptualism, spirit decor, and electrochemistry, but we have minus in suggestion and whatever the hell that is.
Savoir faire, it looks like.
Yeah, that crap. There'll be a lot of words I just skip over because I cannot pronounce a lot of things in this game.
I will try to do my best.
So then,
pronouncing them.
what I need to do is decide what's worth wearing, because some things might be better to take off. For instance, this one gives me conceptualization, but it takes away suggestion. So now I got to decide which one I care about more. Conceptualization lets me see the art of the world, but suggestion lets me charm people. So I like suggestion. So I take off this. Boom. And look at that. Now I'm more suggestive suddenly.
Oh, gosh.
Right?
Ew.
That's how we roll.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you're going to have to look at that.
Ugh.
So now I get to choose, do I like electrochemistry, which is the drug-based one, or the other one that you can say?
Please keep the pants on. That's my vote.
I don't know. I don't know. Sneak under their noses. Having my pants off makes me sneakier.
How does that make you more sneaky?
Well, it also stuns. So
okay, that one makes sense.
I don't know. Having the pants on makes me want drugs.
I mean,
go to Party Planet. That sounds like this character.
Yeah.
So we'll roll with that.
It's your playthrough. I mean,
We'll keep the pants on.
it's up to you what you want to do.
Well, we know what you secretly want, but we'll go with.
Oh God.
We'll go with what you say.
Yeah, no, thanks. I don't want any part of that.
There's something on the table. Money. Yeah. Money here is called the real with an accent mark, so I don't know how it's right pronounced.
Or real.
Real. I'm gonna go outside and get my shoe. Dun, dun, dun,
I thought you said you didn't need your shoe. You don't need anyone.
I don't need anyone or my shoe, but I'm getting it anyway. The smell of the sea makes you dizzy.
Oh. Are you on a boat?
A gust of briny wind washes over you.
Oh, that is
I don't think so.
interesting.
Now I got my other shoe.
Oh my God.
Secret task complete. Find your other shoe. See, that's interesting because if you don't say I don't need my shoe, it'll give you a quest to go find your other shoe. But because I said I don't need it,
now it's a hidden thing.
yeah, it was a background quest.
Oh.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin. Reunited on your feet.
Copiously?
Copiously? Copiously? What'd I say?
I don't know. I don't remember.
It's probably copiously. You're probably right. I say a lot of things wrong. Think of it as role-playing, because he's not very smart. That's what we'll say it is. How do they fit?
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
I didn't need morale. I need health. Good. They're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told. Morale is also like self-esteem for him.
Yeah.
If someone like embarrasses him or something, morale will take a hit.
Yeah.
The fact that his shoes feel comfortable on him raises his morale, you know?
That's a good thing.
Just like health, there's a lot of things that can affect it. All right.
What is that, like, square of fabric on the back of his jacket, though?
It's part of his uniform. He's got it on his arm and on the back.
Hello,
I'm not
officer.
sure. Hello, officer. Let's look at the... See, this is where it says the year is 51, March.
Okay.
So we got this chicka right here. This door cannot be going into. Let's talk to Chicka. I think she's voice acted. I don't know if she's voice acted 100% though. The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Is she saying that? It's a narrator saying that? Maybe you should have read that.
That name is interesting. I've never seen a name like that before.
Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28. Officer, am I military personnel?
No.
She seems perplexed by your question. Then why did you call me officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
She pulls on her cigarette. You're shitting me. Or, goddamn it, goddamn right. I'm a policeman, and don't you forget it. I'm gonna say you shouldn't.
I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time.
Which takes another drag. All this time?
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
And what business is that?
I couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Let's see. We got suggestion.
Oh God.
I can try the expression on her.
No.
Let her know you want her physically.
The smolder.
Yeah, the
It
smolder.
will not work.
This is a red check and it cannot be retried. So we are not going to attempt that because I don't know. Maybe I still don't know for sure. Does that mean I will get a chance later if I skip it now?
Who knows?
I don't know if I'm going to encounter her again. Who's in their right mind would let me be an officer of law? Why don't I remember being a cop or anything else? I think I'll say this one. Who in their right mind would let me be an officer of law? Your turn.
Oh, don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
Why don't I remember being a cop or anything else?
Could it be because of the drinking? She raises an eyebrow. The cigarette sizzles.
All right, my perception's kicking again. She hasn't had time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette. She looks tired, her beauty waning faster than it ought to at her age. So yeah, we're going to skip the challenge for now.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you've said the words a million times before. Reaction speed, interesting. There's a lot of skill checks going on in the background that they don't really show you, and they only show you if it succeeds. If it had failed, it wouldn't have stopped me here. I think that's
interesting.
very cool.
They thought of a lot.
She looks back at you, a light glinting on her eyes. Before you go, I have some questions for you.
Yes?
I'm interested in this. Tell me, is it 51 now?
It's 51.
What century?
The current century?
And that's what? What number?
Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. And this is the current one.
How many centuries have there been then?
Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir. She grins.
What's so funny?
You're right. Her expression turns serious. There's nothing funny about civilization.
Let's see.
I mean, if I were you, I'd want to hear what number 4 is about.
Okay, your room is almost next to mine. Did you hear anything last night?
There was the usual ruckus. It's hard to see from here. She shrugs. Loud disco music.
Did I have any visitors?
I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here. She nods to room 3.
Yeah, because I'm in room 1. She's in room 3. Why did I say she's next to me? What about room 2?
Well, I mean, she's nearby. You could still hear some
Yeah.
things, depending on how loud they are.
You said your room is almost next to mine, yeah. Loud disco music?
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestrations, prime among them. She raises an eyebrow, waiting for the name to connect with you. Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, she sings, but we go on.
Yeah. I'm wondering if this was him thinking and then she sang, or was that her talking? I think it's her
I don't
talking.
know.
I think you did the right thing. I think that's her talking right there.
Number 2, though.
It mostly just gets hard, doesn't it?
This conversation is reminding me of like ABBA or something.
Mm-hmm.
It would appear so. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped and there was a change of pace.
What happened?
A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music, on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
What was I singing?
That it doesn't matter anymore, and that we are alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a wounded bear, sir. Or boar. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
When you say wounded, do you mean that in a cool way, like a wild beast?
No. Yes, it was very cool.
Really? She's not saying that with sarcasm? Then what happened?
I mean, shoot, I would. Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
That's so me. What did I do?
A window was smashed. The tape player probably. The song stopped. And furniture too. A real destructothon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
It prides me to hear this. Tell me there was more.
There was. I think that you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then. Around 4 or 5. She nods. And that was it.
Alright, where exactly is here? Where am I?
You're in a hostel, sir.
No, where are we? Where in the world?
We're in Rivachal.
They showed me the pronunciation when I played yesterday. I'm trying to think. Was it
Yeah, I don't know.
Revignol or something like that?
Really?
Revignol?
We're in Revignol.
This last part was pronounced differently. I don't know. Maybe we'll see again.
We're here.
All right. Reverhall, we'll just say that for now, is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control and a foreign occupation, half a century after a failed world revolution. She
Whoa.
is central to our moment in time. Okay, so
What does that mean?
we tried to have a world revolution, and it failed, and now foreign occupation in our city, but we're in the capital. Okay, got it. Should that mean something to me?
What is it? Rivahall?
Guess so.
Rivahall? You sure look like you're from Rivahall. Rivahall parties.
We'll figure it out as we go along. There's a lot of name dropping in this game, and you never know how it's pronounced until later on they tell you or something. What is it they have against the police here?
The clockworkers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city.
Dock workers.
Whoops.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a clock. I guess that's everything. Okay, you can go
Glad to
now.
have been of assistance.
Yeah, I was wondering what a clockworker was. And what that had to do with
Auto
anything.
saved. Let's look at this cigarette. Looks like she left a nice long stub in an ashtray. It's still smoking. Ashtray. You should pick that fat juice cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it.
Oh my god.
It's electrochemistry for you. Last playthrough, I did
Used
not
one.
have that stat.
Now that's interesting.
The what now? The living shit. Your mesolimbic reward pathway does not mince words. It wants smokes. I'm not a smoker. Who knows what you are? Monster, murderer, gnome of Goroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously. But she broke it at the filter. I can't smoke that. How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual? You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that a carton. Make sure you're all healthy and able-bodied, then smoke them all.
Healthy? I get what they're getting at, but...
They're intact.
Yeah.
They're healthy.
Yeah.
Not that they'll make you healthy or they're healthy for you.
Oh, yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
That's just very interesting wording.
I should enthusiastically do that. Good. They'll make you stronger and better. You're too old to be cool now, but find cigarettes, smoke them, blam, instantly a cool renegade man, a mystical red dragon with smoke rising from his nostrils. Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
Ooh, massive
See, that's a quest.
bonuses.
That's a quest I didn't
Wonder
have
what
last time.
that means.
All right. The door is closed.
You gonna try and creep on her?
Absolutely.
That's what he would do, I feel.
This character's fucking crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Knock. No answer. You hear the shower being turned on, somewhere inside. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you. Beauty, don't abandon me in all this ugliness. The door does not care. Knock again. Still no answer again.
She's
Still
in the
answer.
shower. She probably can't hear you.
Knock again, much harder. Try to handle. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside. Oh well.
Yeah, you have no other choice but to leave.
Yeah. What's this? This is a weekend edition of satirical newspaper Trompe le Monde.
Trompe le monde.
Nothing on the front page rings a bell. Strange. I'm not on the front page. Well, I will be.
I imagine you've been out for a while.
All right.
I like the music. This is the only, like, semi-not creepy thing that's been happening in this game so far.
All right, a notebook. I got one quest. Gotta get cigarettes. What did I gain? I didn't gain anything. Why was this lit up?
I don't know. That is weird.
Yeah. Alright, let's read this. Summer door closed for the winter.
What?
You gotta go through the winter door, of course.
Why would you even have a summer door anywhere?
This is where the lyrics would be. Big old karaoke mic, just waiting for someone to sing into it.
Ooh, karaoke.
Yeah, we're fucking doing that. The speaker is connected to the radio, the music is seasoned with static.
I feel like this game is poetic in itself.
Oh, it's got excellent writing.
Yeah.
You should totally sing karaoke here. The first chance you get, your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know of your vast oceanic soul. My soul is immense.
I like that one.
Utterly, and it needs to be heard
That's the one I would have chosen.
through a PA system by other people.
Yeah.
This goes well with a theory I'm developing
Yeah.
that I'm a down on my luck superstar person.
Yeah, that's
See, that wasn't even an
excellent.
option for me last time because I never talked about being a superstar.
Oh my god.
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with the thought. See if it works. What should I sing when it comes to it? You should sing the sad, slow song you were listening to last night. Thought it was obvious.
I like number 2. But that's just me.
I was thinking maybe I could sing something happy like from those ostentatious orchestrations, folks. No, don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. See, you want it number 2 because you're not profound enough.
Oh.
You have to find out how song goes first, though. Maybe a tape or something appropriate would help.
The
Well,
one you
unfortunately, it's
ruined.
been destroyed.
I guess you could, like, buy another tape.
We don't know yet.
Maybe. I mean, it's...
Clean, only the word Monday is written on it. There's a water cooler A large bubble is rising from the surface. The door is bolted. A sign reads, "Kitchen reserved for personnel until 1300." Soft purr of electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. What was that? Take a fire extinguisher.
What was that?
Fire extinguisher, I think.
Oh. Okay. Why is it not appearing in your inventory?
I don't know. I think that happened in my last playthrough too. I took it, but it didn't do anything.
Maybe it's a... I'm thinking in Pokemon terms. Maybe it's a key item and it doesn't show up in your inventory, but it's...
Yeah, it'll probably
in
be
the
used for
background.
something. Or maybe it'll have an effect. Was that a fire extinguisher? It's hard to tell.
I mean, in Pokemon, you do have a key item pocket, but still, the thought still stands. It could be in the background hiding until it needs to come out.
It might be that it's simply only taken because something bad will happen later, like a fire, and they'll go to put it out and it won't be there, you know?
Exactly, yeah.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. His name is Gart.
Like a taxidermied seabird?
Mm-hmm.
Creepy.
That was disdain in his eyes. Even now, he's purposely ignoring you. Looks like he's not a fan.
So, it sounds like he either knows you or knows of you.
I think everybody here knows of my shit.
Or maybe he just, like, hates police.
This isn't someone who's under the radar.
That's true.
Let's look at the stuffed bird.
He's a superstar.
Yeah. The competent work of taxidermy, the white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it.
He's not a fan of your latest single.
Mm-hmm. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on the wall.
I wonder if you ripped the bird off.
Oh, obviously. Everything bad was done by me. A small engraved steel tag says The Great Skua. That's the Great Skua, right? Look, your buddy is over there. Oh. I didn't know it was voice acted. I should have, because it's in quotation. Well, no, it's in quotations even when it's not voice acted. He was just slow to get started. He looks at the doors where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
I'm a cop. I talk to whomever I please. He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead. Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
Oh.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject. You look like a bartender.
That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a bartender, okay?
Like
I'm
number
the
one.
cafeteria manager.
What's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
Oh.
There's 3. Take note.
So fancy.
Where did Sylvie go?
She just, you know.
Since you're not a fan of
no.
mine.
You're a hero. A real hero cop.
I said he's basically, he's a fat, oh, what the hell is his name?
What?
I was thinking last night, oh, what did I call him? Napoleon Dynamite. He's basically a fat Napoleon Dynamite. Don't you see it? A little bit? In that portrait? He wants Tina to eat, doesn't he? Doesn't he look like he wants Tina to eat real bad? Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this? So not only am I a cop, but I'm also a hero.
You should go at that one.
Yes, you are. A real decorated hero.
What did I do?
What did you not do? First, you took the body down. Then you solved the murder. Then you didn't trash my hostel room. Maybe you even negotiated the strike.
3?
Nah, I think, oh my god, I did all those things. Obviously, I
You
didn't.
see, actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here.
See, because I'm trying to pick what's funniest,
That's true.
and I'm role playing that he's a badass superstar.
Yeah.
He thinks he's awesome shit.
That's true.
So he's gonna believe he actually did those things.
Oh, yeah,
or at least act
absolutely.
like he did, rather than give in that he,
Yeah.
What have I been doing then? Have you seen me around?
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
He looks down again and keeps plucking at the bird.
Wow.
That's pretty much it from him. My number one fan.
Oh, wow.
Bottle rum has been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilling out.
You should pick that up.
Electrochemistry's got something to say. That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy, and it's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
I like number 3.
Yeah, pretty long. It's drink o'clock. Attaboy, it's coming back to him. You had your mesolimbic reward pathway worried there. Now, not thinking about drinking all that time, it was like you weren't yourself. Now that you mention it, I do need a rum and lemonade. I'd love for Garth to serve me up a beverage. Forget about the bar, or don't forget about it. You should totally try to get a drink there too, but first, you should lick that stain off the counter. Yeah, man, let's get wild. Lick it. Lick it. You press your tongue against the counter. The stain is crusted at first.
Oh, ew.
But after a couple of licks, it starts to melt like a snowflake. If snowflakes were made of spiced black rum. Maybe it's your imagination, but there's already some lemonade in it too. And some human hairs.
Oh. I hope they're your human hairs.
I was about to say, how could that be? But no, it could possibly be it, I guess. It would go well with those cigarettes. That's a great combination. Yep, so now I gotta smoke, sing, and drink.
So nasty.
Let's see what this fella's up to. Sleeping dock worker. A man is sleeping at a table wearing mudcake boots and roll-down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a tree.
You mean clock worker?
Yeah, whatever. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Grab it.
I have a very low chance to wake him up, but...
No, grab the pills.
No, I know.
Okay.
No, I understand. I read it.
Okay.
I have a low chance of waking him up, and it's a white check, so I think I'm going to try it.
Okay.
First, I'm going to grab the pills, though. The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does. You've just picked up medicine. This item is tutorial agent, so anytime it says this, they're actually teaching you the steps of the game.
That's cool.
You just picked up medicine. This time, this item is stored in the bottom left corner screen above your character portrait. Click on the plus icon to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
Oh,
So I
that's
can
cool.
heal morale now, but I don't need to. But I also can heal my health, which I do need. So boom, we're healing health. So now we're full up.
Yay.
Maybe I should have waited till it got down to the last one. I don't know. We're going to try to wake him up. Farrell.
Aw.
You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens. This man could probably sleep soundly in a ship's engine room. I wonder what would have happened if I succeeded, though. I never got to see that yet.
Maybe
The
he'd
game...
be like, where are my pills?
Yeah, the game is so different. Ooh, what's in here?
That's what's really cool about it.
Inside, you catch a glimpse of Union paraphernalia, a strike poster, some red pennants. Sign reads, Mess Hall reserved for Union members. Doors open 1600.
Oh, I just noticed there's a clock in the bottom right.
Mm-hmm. The Royal Pinball Machine is unplugged. What up, lady?
Hello, sweetie.
She looks so much younger here than here.
Yeah.
She's the cryptozoologist's wife. Hello, sweetie, she said.
She looks like the Crypt Keeper's wife.
Mm-hmm. She nods towards the man in the orange bomber jacket. Really? That's interesting.
What'd she say last time?
Last time I was able to have a full conversation with her
You shouldn't keep your
before talking to him.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Kim Kitsuragi. Bespectacled.
Bespectacled.
Yeah, that. Man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You.
Superstar.
As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. This is the cop knowledge skill. If an assault were launched in this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You were sure of this, but why? Because he's a good cop, I guess.
Why he would save you, or why you know this?
Maybe both. On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on his back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer. Hold on, who is he to be? He is your half-brother.
Whoa.
Really? Wait, is that literal? I didn't know that last time.
Whoa.
I'm gonna shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
So this is their first meeting now. I wonder if he's really your half-brother, or do they mean like he's your brother in arms, like he's also a police officer?
Why would they say half-brother then?
I don't know.
I'm inclined to think it's the first one.
Then how is it that we never met, that he's introducing himself and he's assuming I'm from the 41st, so he doesn't know of me? It's like I know of him, but he doesn't know of me.
Well, he says you must be from the 41st, meaning he might have heard something and is like making sure it's true.
Yeah, what I'm saying though is he doesn't know. If we were half brothers, it means I'm aware if he's my half brother, but he's not aware I'm his. Is what I'm saying. For him to not know for sure that I'm the dude he's looking for.
Maybe he knows of you, but doesn't know what you look like or something like that.
Yeah. You realize he is waiting for your name.
Wow.
I can invent a name for myself. Ooh, 42%. I think I failed last time. Or I can say I don't really know, or I can say nothing. I really want to succeed this one. It's a red check, though, and it can't be retried. But I really want to try it, so I think I'm going to go for it.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
I think every time it's even, I fail it. So, yeah, I give some crap name that he's not going to believe.
Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Yeah.
It's very, very cool.
I'm just going to say it. My name is Raphael.
Yes, well.
He doesn't even process what you just said. Just moves on.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
You mean him? Nod toward the cafeteria manager. Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't
You mean
mind,
the
we should talk
bartender?
to him again.
Mm-hmm.
Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It
Continue.
also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
In full force, and there's only 2 of them from different precincts?
Yeah. I have, yes.
Good. But even if you haven't, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
The tree.
Completely.
Completely? Does that mean you took the body down from the tree?
He doesn't believe me at all. Look, man, yeah.
Does that mean the body is no longer in the tree?
I don't like dead bodies.
No. But did you take it down from the tree?
Dead body? He didn't make you say
There's
no.
no way you can avoid it.
Last time I said no from the get-go, so I didn't know you couldn't say,
That's really funny.
So the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect awareness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
Jeez, 7 days straight.
What were we supposed to do again?
Oh my god.
Talk to the manager, then we go back and take the body down.
That body's gonna be in like rancid condition.
How can you be so sure I'm from the police? I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back. He points to your jacket. I suppose you could be impersonating them. You could have gotten an insignia from the black market or forged it, but for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General. You said insignia? These white rectangles, you mean? Point to your sleeve. Yes, but they're just white rectangles. They're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark.
Halogen?
Halogen? With the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Weavenhall, West.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Something like that.
I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job. But shouldn't I have a badge or something? Check your pockets. You mean you don't have a badge?
What?
Pretend you found it. I have my badge. I'm a policeman. I have my badge. Oh, there's a moment's pause, then he continues carefully. If you didn't have your badge, then that would be very bad. You would need to report it on my shortwave, but since you do have it, we can go straight to the task at hand. What if I told you I'm not really a police officer? We all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in a tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will. But first, we have to take it down. But I can't remember anything. He looks at you for a moment in silence. I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you're still drunk now, but I've seen officers go through much worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there's a general store nearby, but as I said, the dead body should be our number one concern. After you, officer. Lieutenant Kim Kinsarad is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by clicking on him. Took me a while to figure it out last time, so I got report badge missing, interview cafeteria manager again, and go see the body. Let's talk to her now.
Hello again, sweetie. I see you met up with your colleague.
Lieutenant nods politely. Wait, who's Sweetie? Who's Sweetie?
Why? You are, officer.
Maybe I am.
And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
Whoa.
She wants a little bit of this man meat.
Ick. What the heck?
What the hell? But then I lost her? I don't know. Wink, maybe I have.
It's disturbing.
I'm too old for you, and too married besides.
Well, she sure seemed
You
like she
must
was
forgive
coming on to him for
I'm
a
getting
while.
so scatterbrained, I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling. This Lena, that's how she said it, is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
The number one response.
Yeah, you seem to be in a chair.
I like the second response too.
Uh-huh. Yes, dear, I'm paraplegic. Paraplegic is someone with limited encyclopedia skill or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is that how you say it, I guess? Is caused by spinal cord
Paraplegia.
injuries, like falling from a great height or a grenade explosion.
Wow. Way to jump ahead there.
I think that's what probably happened here.
Oh.
A grenade? Did you fight in a war?
I mean, you never know in this kind of game. She could have.
Yeah. No, dear, I'm not quite that old. Although I was injured in the line of duty.
So that tells me that grenades aren't used anymore?
I don't know, were you a tightrope walker? Nothing so extravagant here, a dear. Though what young girl doesn't dream of soaring over a crowd? What do you do then? I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail-order shoe company.
What?
You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere, and well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding.
Oh.
I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays. She runs her hands over chrome wheels of her chair. She got that chrome.
She got them rims.
Thanks for clearing that up for me. Let's move on. No problem. She nods, smiling up at you from behind her glasses. How'd you like to roll with me?
I love that.
Her eyes light up. Whatever do you mean?
I want you to roll me around.
Let's see. I want you to be my wheelchair partner in fighting crime. Ridding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers. Sequence killers, oh my, she sounds impressed. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie. A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree. I know. But there are also side mysteries, sequence killers, and forays into paranatural.
Yeah, I like that.
I can assure you with absolute certainty there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
Martinez? Right now, they're not.
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. She turns to you. I wouldn't be much of a use to you anyway, sweetie. You're probably right.
Oh.
She looks out the window wistfully. I really would like to help out, but I don't want to slow you down. If it weren't for all the stairs and potholes and Martinez, I'd join you for sure.
Oh.
I don't know if you noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything. Her eyes follow your moods with some concern. Yes, officer, you look rather dazed, like a stunned fox, but surely things can't be that bad.
Wait a minute, I was supposed to read that.
Oh, that's right, you were supposed
Whoops.
to. You were actually probably supposed to read a bunch of these.
Yeah. Whoops.
Well, I'm the lady now.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Well, you can read anything she says from now on.
Okay. Oh my God, I'm
It's
sorry.
probably helpful because my throat's starting to be bad.
Oh, that's not
Let's
good.
see. I drank so hard I forgot literally everything.
Oh my. It takes a moment to process. You know where we are, right? I love all of these.
Yeah. We're dead, haunting each other. We're ghosts.
Now. She tilts her head as she looks up at you with maternal solicitude. We are alive in a hostel called the Whirling in Rags, and the Whirling itself is in the city of Revachol.
Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Ravenhall. What kind of place is this?
Her gray eyes widen. How would I even begin to tell you? Ravenhall is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Ravenhall is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
Sure, it's the year 973.
You're joking. Try again, one more time. What year is it?
All I know is we're approaching the end times.
Perhaps, dear, perhaps. But for now, it's just the spring of 51.
The lieutenant studies you, rubbing his chin. I'm beginning to suspect that you might indeed be completely adrift in this reality, thinks the lieutenant. How can it be that bad? Never mind, we're in this now. So, that skill gave me a little insight into his thought process.
Wow. I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government? Number 6.
Mm-hmm. I like this one. Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Civilization cowers before us.
Oh, no, nothing like that, dear. Ravenhall is a special administrative region led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly not one who's horseback.
I don't even know what to say. I'm so disappointed.
It is quite disappointing, yes. A lot of people would like some form of representation. There's talk, but for now, the RCM is all we've got.
There's no government. How come there are cops?
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Ravenhall, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the Revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
See, I didn't get so much background because my other playthrough, I would not admit that I was amnesiac.
Oh. That's
So this is kind of, I guess that's how you would play if you've played before. And this is how you'd play if you truly knew nothing. Ooh, Half-Light. She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
Ooh, wow.
Which one is Half-Light again? Let threaten people. Oh, it's the fear. Half-Light is the fear or flight response. It's the one that tries to predict what's going to happen. Sometimes it makes you act irrationally.
Wow.
What is the revolution you mentioned?
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
But I'm a cop. Whatever it was hasn't stopped me.
Of course, sweetie. I really don't know how to explain it better.
So how did I do?
You didn't do too well, dear. It looks like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality, in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what this world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask. She turns to the lieutenant.
No. He looks away. I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Wow. Of course. She turns to you. Then, I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated, though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
I gotta get going now.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case. She gives you a small wave.
So now we have another quest I didn't get last time. Which is to basically find out what's going on.
I like that.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he's holding and turns to a lieutenant.
Mr. Guard, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
He looks to you, realizing he still doesn't know your name.
It's Raphael.
As I said, Detective Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finding a slip paper, and hands it to the lieutenant. So now I have a quest to figure out who exactly reported the crime.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What? Of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
3?
Yeah, he's so insecure.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are. But as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective?
Who, me?
Yes,
Yeah.
Detective Cousteau. I have everything. You?
He says the name with a purposely straight face. Oh, you mean do I have questions?
Yes, yes. He means, do you have questions for me? Like a police officer would.
All of them.
Who killed him? I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job. Did you kill him? What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him. Where exactly is the body? Behind this building, there's a courtyard. He points to the kitchen behind him. They hoisted him up on a tree over there. On a tree there. And how do we get there, then? That's easy. See that door there? He points to the west. First, you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the
Franco-Nigerian.
Yeah, that shit. Cavalry to fit through. It's true. Why did Sylvie go away? She went away because none of your business. This is the second time you avoided the subject. Oh my god. What is your obsession with this Sylvie person? Get over it. That's all.
She's the one that
Let's
made
go.
the call, I thought.
Not so fast, he points to you. You owe me 130 real. Phew, lotions. I don't know you shit. Oh, he puffs with... Yeah. You don't owe me shit? Well, officer, you're right. You don't owe me shit. You owe me money. He turns to you calmly. We do not need to assert ourselves here. We only need instructions from. This is the proprietor, remember? Oh, see, they censor.
Oh, wow.
No, he called me a faggot? Is that what they're trying to say there?
Think so.
But you see, he didn't. You know, I get this all the time. Some hobo comes in here, or some backpacking asshole off the boat. The next day, when they can't make their fees, they get aggressive. I just never thought I'd be in this shit with a cop. Please just give me money. You're under arrest. You can't arrest me. I haven't done anything.
These are great.
It's a red check and I can't do it, so.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not under arrest. Tisky rolls his eyes. What exactly is money? What are you, brain damage?
Yes.
Actually, it might be. Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room. He peeks into the ledger. Or 8 bottles of potent blend and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really. Proceed, but don't show him the coins. They're yours. There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber. That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either. What do I owe this place for? Let's see. Dramatically turns the page in the ledger. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's a window. You annihilated it. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work, so don't try to tell me you didn't. That'll be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revenhall. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real, and yes, real is still money. What happens now? He turns to the lieutenant. I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then... He shrugs. Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away. Fuck this place. I'll take my chances on the streets. No, don't. There's no need. A pattern of creases appears on his forehead. You really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in the car. Call him and ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now. The man wants to say something, then thinks better of it. Good luck.
Wow.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank and this place sure isn't it. I have no idea.
Discard thought.
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. Far away? In time or space? Both.
In time.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. I'll live in the dumpster. I don't care. Fuck everything. Hobo cop.
Hobo cop. Oh my goodness.
Thought gained. Hobo cop. Interesting. Entertain a thought when you get the time. Maybe being a hobo and a cop has its advantages. Alright, so now we got thought cabinet. This is where you research to unlock things.
Well, that's interesting.
Hobo cop. -1 composure. Ungainly and rambling.
Wow.
A cop and a hobo. A hobo cop. Upsides. Can be disheveled. Doesn't have to wash. Carries himself with lurched gusto. Hobo cop doesn't need anyone or anything. No one can kick you out because you don't have a home. Never pay rent again. Never again here. You're drunk. Why did you even come here, Harry? Go home. You're embarrassing yourself.
Wow.
Downsides. Are there any? I mean, seriously, give me one. Boom. Let's start learning that. It's going to take 4 hours and 20 minutes of, I guess, game time. All right. So
Oh, that's interesting.
let's see. Bob. By the way,
I need a drink.
by the way, I'm gonna sing karaoke here. Absolutely out of question. Inland Empire, absolutely in the question. First, we find a sad banger, then we sing this place to shit.
Yeah.
I have seen something here at the Whirling Gart. I think I need to talk about. He rolls his eyes. What thing? Gart, I saw a sign that said I couldn't go in the kitchen. Why can't I go in the kitchen? What are you, a cook now? It's none of your business. I have a search warrant. No, you don't. You better believe it, fucker. Fucker, he shakes his head. Lay off the swear words. They don't make you cool. This isn't kindergarten. Besides, RSCM doesn't do search warrants. I know the law. You'll just have to wait for the kitchen to open if you have to get in there, which you don't. You do realize you can just go in the kitchen at 1300. No need for superstar charm or Sambo style antics here. Sambo is an I love how they play on each other. Is an acronym for Samurai Boxing. Graceful martial arts stuff. Sambo style implies stealth, cleverness, and cool. Just letting you know. I saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved for the Union. Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. He tosses his head in disdain. They come here in the evenings, dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit, but they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time. He gives you a meaning for loud. We should find out who this loud faction is occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. How do we find them? We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. He looks toward the booth. Men are hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow. Something else I wanted to ask about. What? This is the same thing as before, right? Yeah. I need a drink. Can you pour me one? Do I have a shaker in my hand? Is this... He points to his empty hand. Is this a shaker? Say nothing. Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a little bow tie and doing this? He shakes imaginary shaker furiously. Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No? Do you know why? Why? Because I'm not a bartender. I'm a cafeteria manager. Is there anything else you want it? I want a fucking drink, asshole. Well, you're not getting it. He slams his hand on the counter, asshole. This is a thoughtful exchange, but can we move on, please? It's about that money I owe. Yes, have you got it? How much owe you again? A lot. Lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window. 130 real. Man. I wanted to tell him off for that. I know I had the chance, but I didn't take it right away. Maybe I didn't realize there was a chance for it to fade.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
There's that nice music.
Last time I played yesterday, I started scouring the whole city. This time, I think I'm mostly going to focus on quests.
Okay.
We do need to go out... Wait. Yeah, we got to report our badge missing, so we do need to go out to the cruiser. happened? Oh, the street sign says "fuck the police." It was off screen. Pigs go home. The street name is ineligible.
I wonder who the pigs are in this
Heap of
case.
snow melts in this wheelbarrow.
Elysium in Martinez. What can I help you with?
Oh, it's a woman. Yeah, it's my turn.
If she doesn't voice act at all.
Right.
I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
What is this fuck the police business?
Excuse me? She doesn't understand.
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning. This street sign says fuck the police. Point to it.
She cranes her neck. Well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here.
What about the other sign? Pigs go home. Who are these pigs?
I don't know anything about that either. As I said, I didn't write it.
Pig is a widely used term for members of the police. It's not loving.
It's not loving.
No need to worry, the lieutenant steps in. We're not saying you did.
Okay, well, I didn't. She leans back, shoulders relaxing.
Who are you exactly?
Me? I'm just a gardener. Number 2.
Yeah, but this one gives more information.
Yeah.
Cool, and what are you doing here?
I'm working.
Working on what?
I have a greenhouse in the yard there. She gestures over her shoulder. I've been trying to get some work done.
But?
Well, as you probably know, there's a corpse hanging from a tree there. It smells pretty bad, so I have to take breaks.
Don't worry, miss. We're here to clean it up. You can get back to work soon.
Thank you. She smiles politely. My head is about to explode from all the salts I've had to inhale.
We need directions.
Since the street sign's messed up, she nods. Okay, what do you need?
The corpse, where is it exactly?
It's there. She points north. In the yard, right through the hole in the fence.
Even all the way over here, there's a drop of death in the spring air.
Ew.
Where am I?
What do you mean?
Just tell me where we are, okay?
We're in Martinez, sir. She looks around. This intersection is called Roundabout North, I think.
What's up in the north?
There's a pier, a campsite, apartment, buildings. Some more tenements. Not a lot, really.
What's in the east?
The harbor gates. Some kind of commotion, I think? I don't follow the local politics. She shrugs. A freight store, too.
What's in the south? Frit.
Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but is broken, I think. Look, some kind of accident, probably.
What's on the other side of the canal?
Just the coast. There's a little fishing village there. And the fish market. But that got closed down ages ago.
What's in the west?
She looks at the water, squinting. It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach.
Thanks, that's all for now.
No problem. She nods, brushing a fleck of soil off her cheek.
I have to run.
Of course, I won't hold you back. She wipes her brow with the canary yellow glove. Motor carriage.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery bearing the number 57.
I want to say that's livery, but I'm really not sure.
I don't know either. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. Open the door. It pulling up woke me up.
Oh.
In the cabin, you're welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on hook, a pull-out toolbox under seat, and soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. Pull out the toolbox. A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized. Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are. He's clearly a little protective of his tools, but what can you do? Work is work. Let's take the pry bar. Pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you think. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. Take the chain cutters. The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go to cutters in your hand. Take the flashlight. It's robust, weatherproof, and well made. Police issue, blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. Alright, bye-bye, toolbox. Let's touch the levers. The white suede feels luxurious under your touch, and metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm. Tap on the preheater gauge. As you tap on a gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in a large orange sector indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat. There's no use pressing on a heat button, he says, and jingles his keys. It won't start without the ignition key. Translation, we're not going anywhere right now. Alternate translation, don't even think you can drive my MC. Kim, what are we looking at? What is this machine? This is the Capri Kanima, my motor carriage. You can use the toolbox and the radio if you like. He nods at the cabin. Can we turn it on and drive somewhere? No, I'm afraid not. He straightens his spine. We have a murder case on our hands, remember? This must be woke me up when you arrived in Martinez, this infernal noise. Yeah, sorry about that. Does have a rather distinctive engine sound. He says with very badly concealed pride. Do all policemen in RCM have such cool motor carriages? The Capri Motor Corps does provide most of our patrol vehicles, yes. Look around the cabin again. Pick up the radio. The frequently tableau lights and a green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye, and then you hear something. A soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on. Come in, Delta 10. This is Firewalker. Copy.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you? You could swear she was friendlier with the lieutenant.
Could you connect me to the 41st Precinct? I have something I need to report.
Just a second, officer. She puts you on hold, the static crackling softly like a bonfire. After a while, you hear the old man greet you from the radio. His rattly voice is oddly familiar.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in, over. Scrawny old man sits... it's telling me what's happened in the police place. Scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle smoking with a large white rectangle sewn in his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas, the radio switchboard. Hi, this is me, here. I work at your station. 10-4, what's your status, over? My status, 10-18, 10-20, over. Please just talk human to me. These numbers mean nothing to me. State your message, sir, over. I need to report my badge missing. Lieutenant's eyes go wide. But you said... He shakes his head. Never mind. 10-9, repeat message over. My badge, I can't find it anywhere. Basically, it's gone. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need a 10-22 on the captain, over. Is that him? A dry voice asked in the background. What does he want? Says he lost his badge and needs to report it. He what? He lost his badge? Hey, who is this? This communications officer, Jules Pideau, sir, over. You mean your partner? Over. So that's my partner, not that guy.
Interesting.
That guy's my partner. What is he saying? Wait. Yeah, that's my partner.
Yeah.
Gene. He's asking who you are.
Jean.
I'm his goddamn partner. It's your partner, satellite officer, whatever. Sir, over. Did he lose his memory along with his fucking badge? The man in the background sounds like he's losing his patience.
Yeah.
Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think? It's Officer Dick. He tries to speak through laughter. Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Oh.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself immediately. They're laughing at you. Haha, officer has lost his badge. Haha, like I'm the first cop to ever misplace his badge. He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically. Oh goddammit, is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this. Satellite officer, whatever, is wondering if he might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Over. Mullen dicked us. I want to get a report and done with. 10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you're in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over. Fuck me, Mac. Come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge. What's going on? Super Cop here lost his badge. He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge. Could you all please stop? It doesn't sound like me. Enough with this now. I have other things to discuss. 10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over. The animate conversation in the back is making it difficult for him to hear you. New heights, even for Captain Sober.
Oh my gosh.
Ask him. The speaker gasps for air. Ask him if he lost his gun too. The room roars with laughter.
Oh my gosh.
Sergeant Torson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over. Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you? Oh, I don't have my gun? No, it's gone. It's not fucking on you. 10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over. Oh, it's a red check. Even. We know I'm going to fail it, but let's try anyway. We're not going to have this conversation again, probably. Ooh!
Oh!
Never succeeded last time. Lying on the phone? It's easy. Just say it like it's the truth, and then it becomes it. No, of course I didn't lose my gun. He says he didn't. Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. I don't even want to imagine a poor prick who has to relay that kind of news to Captain. Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it and fast. We can't have some gangbanger running around with it. We're all glad to hear from you. Hear you've not lost your gun, officer. Do you need further assistance? Over.
Wow.
I could say that, but... Oh, and financial assistance. 10-4, I hear you. I don't have the authority to grant that request, but... What does he want now? He's asking for money. Is he fucking kidding? I don't think he is. Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all. Alright, the operator turns back to you. That's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over. It's paramount to the investigation that you grant me more money. He says it's important to the case. He isn't getting a red cent. You can tell him that. Request denied, sir. Over. Okay, I heard you no funds. This man sounds odd, but there's personal details I'd like to discuss. Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your question. Over. Wait, before you say anything stupid, think it through. What's there to think about? You're going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell her about you lost Mary. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone. We know he's not there alone. Wow. I wanted to know if you got my badge description right in your report. Could you read it to me? Name, rank, date of birth? What? What is that? What is it? He's still on the line? He wants to verify information on his badge. But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Rocolian Cavalry Force. Tell him to stop wasting time. What do you need, sir? Over. Please refer to me with my full name in the future. 10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Say my name. Sir, I will not have you talk to me in this manner. Over. Please just say my name, Jules. What? What is it? What can he possibly still want from us? He seems intoxicated and keeps asking me to call him by his name. Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive. That's new. Wrap it up. Don't indulge his drunken antics. Any news about my family?
Wow.
10, excuse me, sir. Over. I just thought you might have heard of them, that's all. No, sir, I haven't. You're not really keen on mentioning your home life, so I've always assumed things weren't that good on that front. Over. Have I ever told you about my life before the RCM? 10-4, well, that's a... Does he actually want something, or is he hell-bent on disrupting our work? He asks if he has ever told me about his days before joining the RCM. For God's sake, cut this shit out. Tell him to stop wasting our time. Be a goddamn policeman for a change. Sir, Cellular Officer, blah 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 says. I heard him. Hold on, are you alone in the room? I need some confidential information about myself. That's a negative, sir. I got a 10-12 here, over.
Wow.
Yeah, let's wrap this up. That's all for now. Roger that, 10-10 over and out. Static ends with a loud clicking and everything is silent in the cabin. Close the door. Phew.
Well, that was a bust.
Yeah, pretty much. There are bottles inside. You can pick them up if you had a bag. Alright, let's talk to our partner for a moment.
Yes.
You seem to be following me. Excuse me? Beat it, you're cramping my style. Frankly, detective, you're in a deranged state. I can't let you proceed without close supervision. In fact, under normal circumstances, I'd be duty bound to report you. Take it as a token of good faith between our precincts that I haven't done so. But what if I need some me time? Some you time? The lieutenant considers a moment. This is a police investigation, not a journey of self-discovery. You'll still have your evenings to yourself.
Number one.
Second thought, maybe I need someone to cramp my style every now and then. You might, he nods. It's important not to let one's style interfere with their work. Tell me about the case. What do you want to know? Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing. Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down. I know literally nothing about it, only what you told me before. Do you want me to brief you? Brief, yes, that sounds good. 3 days ago, the RCM emergency desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind a whirling in rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver has been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute. Why didn't we know anything about the caller? They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex. Why hide themselves? There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that. Let me just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find a killer. That's right. Would you say this is a mysterious case? Lieutenant considers your question a moment before answering. No, it's not a particularly mysterious case. Why not? Lieutenant shrugs. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean? Polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. I was thinking something otherworldly might be involved. You know, something supernatural. I can assure you, nothing like that will happen. Do you know why not? Are you sure? I think something is already happening. No, something isn't happening because it's not part of reality. There's something the lieutenant isn't seeing. The universe is too irrational, too morally complex. You should convince him. If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case? I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition. What do you mean? You don't know? His eyes narrow. I assumed you were in on it. I don't remember being on anything. That's good. You know what I'm in on? Retrograde amnesia. Better still than an imbecilic cop-off. Cop-off? It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we inspect the victim. You should tell me now. This seems relevant. Later. His voice is unflinching. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? Nah, that's all. Ooh. Whew, that's not gonna work. Convince him there's a sexy, dark mystery twist in the case. There's still an 8% chance.
Wow.
Ah. Only banal things strike you. At the core, you're a very banal person with a very small soul.
Wow.
Oh. I think you should know I can't remember anything. He just arches his brow. I feel I should repeat this. I don't remember anything. There was heavy drinking involved. Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs? There's a sudden harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs. What's wrong with personal affairs? Not a fan. It's just the nature of lieutenancy. The RCM deploys a self-styled structure called decomptage, whatever, as its chain of command. Every lieutenant is responsible for 2 sergeants and 8 officers. That means that the average lieutenant has to deal with quite a few personal affairs. Even you know this. So what should I concentrate on? Try work. The case at hand. It can work miracles. But I'm completely lacking in basic information about even this organization we're in. Can you help me? Fine, we should go through this day first. Off hours begin at 2100. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation. I'm afraid this is a medical situation. Move on. Really? Lieutenant gives you a look. Thorough as if performing triage. You look fine to me. I'm talking serious, unbelievable damage here. I saw myself in the mirror and had no idea who I was. This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer. I'm not psychological, or it's not psychological. Some sort of major brain damage has occurred on an unprecedented scale. Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my Kanema to call your station's Lazarus. Was there anything else you wanted? I want to talk about you. Me? Yes, you. I don't know how my life is pertinent to the investigation. You're right. What's there to know about a lame binoclard? Binoclard. Is that how they do things over in the 41st? No wonder your clearance rate is so low. So can I actually report my station's Lazarus? Yeah, half these things, or some of them weren't in my other game. All these are new. And apparently I leveled up. So what do I want to level up in? This is pretty low for being as useful as it is. So is this. That needs to level up. It's so low. Alright, so how close is that? 30%? Well, I guess we gotta use the station car again. Yeah, we already saw that. Pick up the radio again.
This is Precinct 57. The operator greets you through the static. How may I assist you?
Alice, please connect me. Well, I want to say this one. Oh, I never did talk to Sylvie either. Alice is Firewalker. Reconnect me to the 41st. She sighs. Please hold. Nah, I gotta ask for the Lazarus. That sucks. Let's see.
It will take just a moment, officer. Her voice fades out into the familiar radio static.
You hear a man clearing his throat briskly, then an answer. Gottlieb?
Gottlieb, I think.
What do you want? Just like a counselor. He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy. I'm in a bad way, Doc. A real bad way. Oh, the man is unpleasantly surprised it's you. Yeah, it's Firewalker here. Firewalker, yes you are. Just don't breathe in the direction of your fire feet. Actually, wait. Do exactly that. Put yourself out of your misery. Take a deep, diaphragmatic breath in and...
Diaphragmatic.
I think that's what I said. You hear an exaggerated inhale and a long exhale on the other end of the line. I feel like you're making fun of me. I'm the most serious person at the station, Detective. Now, do you have any current pressing medical problems? I couldn't reach up and grab a tie from the spinning fan without an unbearable pain shooting through my arm.
I thought he had a heart attack.
Hard to tell exactly what it was over the phone. Could be a combination of peripheral and high blood pressure. Could be that you're having a heart attack. Wait, both? But that sounds bad. Yep. I still feel pretty good, though. I can probably take a lot of damage. Yes, positive thinking is a well-known cure-all. My suggestion is to exercise a lot of it. So what do? Cut down on the drinking, pal. In fact, cut off the drinking. The drugs, too. Anything else?
That's not gonna happen.
Oh, but speed. Sweet speed. He goes so well with alcohol, too. I think I've developed extreme photosensitivity. That's because you're hungover. Even the radio waves coming from your direction smell like liquor. He pauses. Do you feel like your eyes are twitching too? No. I just wanted to lie. Good. It would be an awful nuisance if your experiments with your blood pressure were to cause permanent damage to your vision. A nuisance to you, that is. Think I've had a heart attack. And you survived it. Congratulations. Are you mobile? Yes. Even better. Anything else? Wouldn't worry about it. Or worry about that. Officers your age have coronary trouble all the time. Also, death is a natural part of life.
This guy, like, hates you.
I've lost my memory. All of it. With all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised. You're not surprised? Okay, anything else? What else? I'm not a brain doctor. Look on the bright side. You've got a whole new life now. Use it wisely. It's hard to say if he doesn't believe you or doesn't care.
He doesn't care.
Isn't there anything you can do for me? What, you want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown and everything collapse inside your body?
Wow.
Yes, I want truth. You want the real honest God truth? Stop drinking, eat magnesium and vitamin D. Our station is not a retirement home. We don't have the funds to deal with rock stars past their prime. So it's political. You're being neglected because of political reasons. Failure, though. And no, I don't want to hear a political commentary on the topic. In fact, I got work to do. Some idiot has glued his eyeballs shut with whatever. It looks like Mac Torson.
Cyanoacrylate?
It's not fucking cryo whatever. It's super glue, Doc. Oh, Mac. That's why the people are laughing at me. And they super glued his eyes.
Ah. Anything else I can help you with, officer?
I need you to connect me to a civilian, a Sylvie. She may have reported a murder.
Of course. What is her number, officer?
Kim, didn't Gart give you Sylvie's number? Yes, hold on. The lieutenant takes a look at his note. Her number is 005-1944-298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Start slapping a marching rhythm on your thighs. Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone. Last time, I waited patiently, and he started doing a rhythm. Especially since he was tapping his foot impatiently in the cafeteria, so he can shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Officer, she finally returns. I have Sylvie Malika on the phone with you. For you. Yes, hello. A female voice greets you through static. It sounds like she's a million miles away from here.
Let's see. Sylvia, I believe you met before. This is me, a detective from the Whirling Rags.
Oh, right. She recognizes your voice almost immediately. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it.
Wow.
This is the drug thing talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking lying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know it. Hey, you want to grab a cup of coffee with me sometime?
No, absolutely not.
Boom. Need to keep that up a little bit.
Oh my god.
Have you seen my gun?
Please no, not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective. She sounds beyond exacerbated.
I showed you my gun. When did it happen?
You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating, and she stops hesitantly, not sure if she should continue.
And what? What did I do?
You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
Why would I threaten to kill myself? I mean, look at this world. I would love to stay.
There's silence on the other end of the line.
Okay, I don't know what to say.
Me neither.
I should have killed myself.
No, please, no more suicide threats. Thank God you don't have that stupid gun anymore.
Yes, but what happened to my gun?
No idea. All I know is, next you were waving around money instead, saying things like, pigs' bucks cannot lie, and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns. It almost looked like you pawned it, but believe me, I did not ask. She sighs.
Have you seen my badge?
Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law.
Wait, how did you first learn I'm a police officer?
You told me back at the whirling. You told everybody. And showed us your badge. I don't need to hear about it anymore.
My badge is missing. Have you seen it anywhere?
Oh, no, I haven't. Sorry.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours? Not my uniform, too. God, I should really look into that.
Number 2 is one.
Jeez, I'm gonna die. Yes, you absolutely should. It's awful that you lost it. Feels like you haven't worn yours in a long, long time. Have you seen my policeman uniform?
Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on, the disco things.
Was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
But why didn't you call? Didn't a corpse behind your workplace bother you?
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the union already knew about the corpse.
What does the union have to do with anything?
No one calls the police. You can hear her adjust the receiver in her hand. The union would get angry.
What do you mean by that?
You know. She seems to be looking for words. What the union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
I am the authority here around here.
Okay. Okay. She obviously doesn't want to challenge your authority. You feel much better now.
Well, if I felt better, I'd have higher morale, motherfucker. Tell me, why exactly did you leave a corpse hanging in your own backyard for weeks instead of calling us?
I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further. Show her the error of her ways. Let me get this straight. You ignored the law to save your own skin?
I didn't know I had to report it. I thought someone would take him down eventually. Her voice breaks.
It's a little late for tears, isn't it? Should have used them to summon the police earlier.
You can almost hear the girl getting smaller on the other end of the line, and she almost drowns in static.
Do you know who made that call?
No. You can hear her regaining control in the background. I honestly don't know.
It was someone else, the lieutenant makes note. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while. Okay, next question.
Okay. She's calmer now. Probably because the focus has shifted elsewhere.
You quit your job at the Whirling. Why?
You mean, why did I leave the bar? You can hear her tense up on the other side. Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Wait, why aren't you comfortable discussing it with me?
The static waivers. Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone.
Get away from whom?
You know whom.
You think you hear a sliver of accusation in her words. You mean me? You need to get away from me?
I really don't want to talk about this. Let's just forget about this, okay?
Alright, I won't push you on this. Are you ever coming back to work?
Maybe. I don't know. She seems to relax a little bit. I just know I have to take some time off right now.
I think I got everything I need, thanks.
I do hope so. Please don't call me again. Bye. She's ready to hang up.
Bye.
You hear the call breaking up on the other end of the radio, and then the already familiar voice. Anything else I can help you with, officer?
I'm done with the radio for now.
57th, over and out. Her voice disappears into void.
Any cabin? Yeah, we're done with that. Close door. Alright. So I haven't run around and explored everything like I did last time. But we're at the point where we go to the body, which is generally where I was last time. And we're at the 2 hour mark, so I think I'm going to actually end it here.
Okay.
It's a lot harder to read out loud so many things. I always feel like, or maybe it's just because of nose surgery I've had recently, but I feel like my throat's extremely sore.
Yeah.
Yesterday it got real sore around the 4 hour mark. Today it's getting sore right now. Maybe because I did so much talking yesterday. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a strain.
But it's like 10:30 at night, so
Yeah.
I think that's a good stopping point. I didn't want to really go much further with this playthrough than my other one. I want to keep them kind of evenly paced maybe. I don't know how I want to handle it yet.
Okay.
But this is a good spot, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll do some more of this in the future. I'm not sure my schedule at the moment, but I'll be on more this weekend. So thanks for stopping by and hanging out, and thanks to PrincessBunBun for voice acting with me.
I had a lot of fun. See y'all next time.
See ya.